Hey, my name is Cameron Thorne. I just want to do a quick review on my flight on China Eastern Airlines. And I've flown quite a few times overseas, and most of the time I've flown on airlines such as Delta Airlines and or New Zealand Air. And I've been reading the reviews for China Eastern Airlines, and most of them were simply not that good. And so I was a little bit nervous. I knew they were part of the Sky team, and I knew I was going to get my Delta miles along with it. But from everything that I read, it sounded like it was a disaster. And I have to say, for the most part, it was pretty good, especially the flight out. We took the late flight from Los Angeles into China, and we ended up sitting in economy, but we chose we're in the last 5 rows in the back of the plane. And if you're sitting on the side, instead of it being 353, it goes 253. And so I didn't have to, I got an aisle, and it felt like I had quite a bit of room. It was quiet, it was very comfortable. As comfortable as a long flight can be. My wife had no problems with it. The food was actually good coming out of Los Angeles. I have to say the food got a little crazy once you got into China, and we were going down to Thailand, so we took China Eastern Airlines from China down to Thailand, and the flight was just fine. There was no frills, so it was a lot like flying Southwest Airlines, going down, same size of flight, no entertainment package, and so I downloaded some things on my iPad I was able to watch, and the flight was fine. Coming back, had no problems going from Thailand up to China. When you travel through China, you just have to know it just takes longer. Security is a lot heavier. They check your bags multiple times, your passport multiple times. Nothing's easy going through China. The flight back coming into Los Angeles out of China, we left on time. Had no problems with that. The food was a little crazy. It didn't taste all that great. We sat in the back again. It was pretty comfortable. The one thing I did notice, though, and then I have read some reviews, is we stayed at 32,000 feet the entire time flying, and we happened to be flying through quite a heavy storm, and so about 7 of the hours were pretty brutal and hit some heavy turbulence, and we never left that 32,000 foot flight. We just stayed there the entire time. So I was figuring that it was bad air all the way. My business partner, he flew on EVA Air because he went to Cambodia and went back through just a different route, and he was on EVA Air, and he said that the captain was going up and finding smoother air, and he said he had a little bit of turbulence, but we had 7 to 8 hours of turbulence and probably an hour of sheer terror on the way back, because they did not go up or down and stayed at 32,000 feet the entire time, which made it very difficult to sleep. And so if there's anything I could complain on the flight, especially on the one home, is he didn't find the smoother air, and it made things very difficult to sleep, very bumpy the entire flight. I'd say 90% of it. But overall, I would fly China Eastern again. Very economical, didn't cost a lot. The planes are nice. They seem well maintained. Everything left on time. Just know the food is a little strange, but besides that, yeah, I would probably give it a B to B minus on my flight. So hopefully that helps.